We are here to demystify sulfites in wine. And the question I have for you is, do you or anyone you know think that you get headaches from sulfites in wine? So we're going to play with that question and give you different ideas on that. So we're going to suggest for a moment that it doesn't come, headaches do not come from sulfites. We're going to suggest that tannins and dehydration in particular are the main culprits. So often we're dehydrated and we drink a lot of dehydrating beverages. So wine in particular also is dehydrating. So the amount of water we consume makes a big difference.
Sulfur dioxide, or sulfites, have been used since Roman times when it comes to wine. Today they are used for several very distinctive purposes. Most importantly, to prevent oxidation and to prevent bacteria from running wild. So the main thing is that we want to do is let you know that in quality wine, sulfur dioxide in small quantities is needed to help stabilize a wine so it doesn't oxidize, so bacteria don't run wild.
I like to think that sulfites in wine are like a salt. So imagine that you have this full plate of food. This delicious, fantastic entree has just been served to you. And that plate is full of life. So if that's the case, then salt becomes like an accent that we put on that plate. So what we want to do is take the emphasis in looking for what might be causing a headache off this little salt and really bring the energy back into looking at what's on your plate. And that's where conventionally grown grapes are not the best answer. That's where we really want to know that we're dealing with grapes that have been farmed organically and where the vitality of that land is really dynamic. And those are other things that we'll express later in the world of conscious wine. What we realize is that with sulfites, we've been making a mountain out of a molehill. In the vineyards and in wine, sulfur and sulfur dioxide are used for many things. The two basic overall things they're used for are to prevent oxidation and to prevent bacteria from running wild. They're used as a preservative with many, many foods and have been for a long, long time. In 1986, a law was changed that prevented salad bars, which would spray sulfur dioxide onto the salad bars all day long, or lots of it during the day, to keep those salad bars bright green. That was done in amounts of up to 1,500 parts per million. And that didn't often give people a headache. So with wine, we're suggesting the amounts are much, much smaller than that and probably not causing headaches. Something else is causing headaches, but not necessarily sulfites. Sulfur dioxide, or sulfites, are added to all kinds of food products that we use every day. Baked goods, condiments, junk food, fish and shellfish, jams and jellies, salad dressings, processed meats, prescription drugs, cheeses, and there's probably lots more. This mustard that I had in my particular refrigerator shelf has right here on the back label, sulfur dioxide, sulfites added. So there's many, many different foods that use sulfur dioxide in quantities that are much, much larger than what's used in wine. One great experiment to do is with dried apricots. They use lots of SO2 to help them have their color and look bright and shiny in your market. So dried apricots, try a few. If you have a reaction to that, that's a really good thing to learn in terms of whether you're having a sulfur dioxide reaction. I'm here with Jim Jordan, who's a certified nutritional consultant, to get his take on the effects of sulfites in wine. So, Jim, what's your thoughts?
On the health of my clients, I would say that the major thing I've seen with sulfites is asthmatic reactions and people have asthma. I can't say that I've seen sulfites contributing to headaches necessarily. I would say dehydration is more likely to contribute to headaches in people who are drinking wine.
If you still think that you get headaches from sulfites in wine, go to the Conscious Wine list, go to our website, and try any of the wines that Conscious Wine recommends, and see if you still get a headache. Those wines will contain sulfites, and we're going to suggest that all their vitality and all the aliveness that lives in those wines are the real entree, and that little bit of salt, being the sulfites, is not causing the headache. So the headaches that you might be getting are coming from other things, including dehydration and many other things. So we look forward to hearing how this works out. Check it out. Conscious Wine, vital choices for palate and planet.